Okay, hello everyone. I am Rain Bandicoot. My real name is Jamie, and we're going to do all gems today. This is the mid-completion category for Class 1. It's a bit more interesting than 105% actually in this game, so that's what we're going to do. I'm ready to count down Chrissy, so be ready. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so first level, believe it or not, we can actually get a gem because we don't require any colored gems to do this. So I will be getting every box I can. So the main speed text of this game is actually just jumping and keeping mask form. That's basically the best way to keep your speed. This level I will have mask form pretty quickly, so I'm going to be staying underground as much as I can, because being underground keeps your speed up longer than jumping whilst in mask form. But when you're out of mask form, you should always jump as much as you can because it increases your speed. There's a little backtrack here too, to the left. It's a pretty simple, straightforward level for the gem. For the most part, we can't even get all the most of the gems on Island 1 because we need colored gems to get them. And that was Insanity Beats. Can anyone hear me fine? Like, is everything okay? I just want to make sure that there's no technical difficulties. So this level we can't get the gem there. We're just rushing through with mask forms. So you have to actually wait here, because if you don't wait, you will lose this mask form and you actually end up losing time. There's a tight roller skip at the end of this level that I'm gonna try and get to in this mask form. So hopefully we get it. Okay, we are good. That's a really tight one. So yeah, this is just, we're just running through this level as quickly as we can, getting as many boxes as we can too. I haven't actually explained the boxes in this game. Like, the more boxes you break, the less that land on your head at the end of the level. And it actually saves you time by having less boxes drop on your head. And immediately, this one becomes interesting now, actually, because we're gonna go for a one-cycle attempt of this level by jumping over the portal at the end. It's quite a tight 2 jumps, and it's easily failable. If I fail, I lose 1.5 minutes, and I have to come back to this level later in the one. So hopefully we can get that. This is definitely a very high reset point when you're doing grinds of this category. Failing this just makes you reset, basically. But we can't do that in the marathon, we got to roll with it. So hopefully we can get it. There was a little skip there called the spike skip, which is really precise, but I unfortunately didn't get it. Bonus time. First bonus of the one. Hog. It can actually be quite a tricky one to do, like, really fast, because you can just bonk off the boxes and die. Okay, here we go. And we got the skip. So now I must make sure I don't die, so we don't have to do this again. Yeah. I'm gonna jump over this spike. It's kinda sketch to do that. You can easily fail that too. And now we're just gonna jump by going to the back. There's one hidden box behind this totem as well. You don't want to miss out. Okay, very good. Also, I should point out that these tribesmen can be very janky, and sometimes they can just send you in the wrong direction. It's not something you want to happen, because sometimes it can kill you as well. Fortunately, they were kind to me and I didn't get knocked into a pit or something. So we don't have to come back to this level, because we one-cycled the gem. We can also get the gem on this level, and it's our first level that we're running away from a boulder. Oh no, what shall I do? 1-1-1. There is 16 boxes here. Most of it's the boulder itself actually breaks anyway, so you don't have to break them all. But you definitely want to break the ones inside the tunnels. Because if you don't do that, then yeah, you are gonna miss the gem. Also, you don't have to jump off of this pit ahead, you can just walk off and it actually boosts you forward slightly. There's really not a lot to say about this level, unfortunately. It's just a boulder level, you're running away from a boulder. And we will be getting the gem here. And now there's actually going to be quite a gap before I can get the next gem. Not for like the next 4 levels, as I require cutter gems for the next ones. And this next level, there is a tight jump called the leaf skip, which is easier to fail than you think, honestly. It's pretty precise jump timing. So hopefully we can get that too, which is here. I did get it, just about. So far this one's going quite well. But we are only in the early stages, so the hard stuff is yet to come. What else can I say about this level? Yeah, you gotta wait on leaf cycles a lot on this level, because that's just the way the level's made, unfortunately. There is a leaf minute at the end of this level that I'm gonna show off too, actually. That's like the only other interesting thing about this level. Which is here. I'm going to like jump out and jump back, and it will pull this leaf forward earlier. It saves, I don't know how much it saves, but probably like at least half a second. Probably more than that actually. Probably like a second. I've never timed it to know. But it does save time. So it's worth doing that. And now we're on our first boss. It is the mighty Papu. And immediately we can jump on his head right at the start. Like, you'd be expected to wait, but you don't have to do that. You can just jump on him as soon as he brings his staff down. If you jump too early, you can actually bounce off his head and fail it. So I just decided to actually not go for the frame perfect jumps. Also, I should point out that if you jump inside his belly after he's defeated, you finish the fight quicker, because you have one less jump. So this is probably the first like technical part of the one. I'm gonna try and get around these rollers by going to the side of them, and here I have to wait slightly, which I got both. Nice. If you rush that too much, you can just jump straight into the rollers, and then you'll lose mass form, which is very crucial here, because again, this is not a gem level yet. We need to come back for this gem. I'm going to be using a lot of scenery in this level too, to help decrease the amount of jumps I need to do in mass form, to give me maximum mass form time. There's a few more. I think I won't go for this one here, because this one can kill you very easily, so I opted out of that. And there's one more here, and we're done. There's quite a few sceneries to do here to increase the speed a little bit. So far, so good. And now we're back on a gem level, and we get to ride a hog. There's a few funny things to say about this level too. So if I get like frame perfect jumps when he lands, he goes into this weird frozen animation where he just freezes up and it looks like he's bouncing. It's really funny, like that. It's hilarious. It's actually faster, believe it or not, as well to do that. So if you get frame perfect lands, it's actually slightly faster. And it just looks downright hilarious. And I just got 2 in a row there. Nice. Boing! This level was fun. So we will be getting a gem on this level. And since it's an auto-scroller, if you miss a box, you just have to die. So you don't want to miss a box. Ooh, that was close. I nearly turned into, like... You have to definitely turn in early enough on this level or you will die. And this is the hardest jump of the level here with the final spit roast. If you jump too early or too late, you will die, unfortunately. And that's this gem. And now we go into what all speedrunners consider the most fun level of Island 1. Native Fortress. This level is a huge difficulty spike and it's a very cycle heavy level. So we're going to try and catch as many cycles as we can. And I did a little thing there called the turtle snipe where I spawned him from the left side and he went flying into the box so we didn't have to bounce on him at all. So there is a god cycle on this level, but it's so damn hard to catch that I'm probably just going to opt for the mask instead. It's extremely tight and you can't fail a single thing on the way there, so I'm going to opt for the mask this time. Should be able to catch the secondary cycle still. Also, there is a cool strat coming up here with my mask that I can blast through these TNTs like that. Saves a few seconds to get. Very cool strat. Okay, there we go. Got the next mask. Hopefully we can still catch this cycle. I did not. That's actually a real shame that I didn't catch that. I'm surprised too. Did not seem slow enough either. So that's unfortunate. I'm now going to have to get the mask in the Lost City too. Oh well. So that was Native Fortress. Very cycle intensive level. And if you've ever played it for the first time, you will have trouble on this level. For absolute certain. Turns out I was actually on the second cycle still, but I took damage, which didn't really lose me anything, but didn't save me anything for the Lost City either. So we are now back to gems again. There's actually a backtrack on this level, so it's quite interesting too, because you have to jump in a specific pattern on lily pads to get across as quickly as you can. And again, we're waiting on many leaves, unfortunately, because cycle base level fun. So here's, oh no, wrong bit, the next bit, sorry. Once I get up this slippery log coming up, I have to jump like in an odd number of lily pads and keep the even ones alone. if that makes any sense, so I can jump back immediately. So 1, 2, 3. Oh no, I unfortunately touched one of the lily pads I didn't want to touch, but I waited long enough for it to come back up, so it wasn't too bad in the end. What else can I say? Yes, you can do some snipes with the fish in this level, which I just failed there. So, I had to break these boxes, unfortunately. And another bonus. Gasp. Pretty much just a pretty straightforward bonus, actually, this one. And yeah, you spin the top there, and then the middle there, and then the bottom there. But sometimes, like you just saw there, one box breaks unusually, and it shouldn't, but you should always be prepared in case it does. Thankfully, I didn't fall straight through, so we're all good. And that's up the creek. Also, hello, all new viewers to this stream. I hope you're enjoying All Gems. I'm trying my best to explain. So here's our second boss, Ripperoo. I'm going to be taking his health out in specific patterns. So for this first one, as soon as he jumps towards the bottom right, I'm going to jump on his TNT. Then he's going to get hit by it right now. And then for his second health, as soon as he jumps to the middle, I'm going to damage him again. And then I'm going to finally jump to the top left TNT. And that's how you do Ripperoo fast. So, we now get to our first colored gem of the run. This changes up the rules quite a bit. You cannot die on a colored gem level in this game. If you do, you have to restart the level. Unless you die before the first checkpoint, you can actually continue. So yeah, difficulty increases now. And this was the level I wanted to carry that mask from earlier, but unfortunately I was unable to. So I had to go in for that mask at the beginning of this level. What else do I have to say? This. You'll see the first Brio bonus on this level too. There's 2 bonuses on this level. There's a hidden mask up there too, which is important if you want to carry triple mask into the next level, which is what I intend to try and do. And for that token, you have to bounce off the lizard. If you fail, you pretty much have to restart the level. There's a lot of things in this level that you only get one shot at doing, and if you fail, you just have to restart the level because you can't die. Now there is a damage boost up here, but because this is all gems, I actually want to take my mask form into the next level because I find it much more effective. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And very shortly, we'll be entering our first Brio bonus. It's full of TNTs and death. Believe it or not, this is actually not as hard as the Torna bonus in this level, which is unusual. You can just blast through this section by literally bouncing. You don't even have to wait. Sometimes that far right box will not break correctly and you have to jump again now. So that was the Brio bonus. And now we're going to the next bonus, which is much more technical a bonus. Also, I'm going to 3D range out of some pushes here, like that. So I don't have to wait for those at all. And our next bonus is coming up very shortly. So I stopped on top of that lizard because sometimes he bounces you even though you spin, and it can throw you off if you keep moving forwards. So all of these multiple boxes I'm going to try and get in one spin if I can, to so I don't have to bounce in any, and that was a good bonus. I didn't have to bounce in any of those multiple Wumpa boxes. And we're coming near the end of the level now. Also, I should point out that these lizards here, do not ever spin them when they're on the ground, because if you do that, they will knock you back and likely put you in a pit. Always make sure that you jump on their heads or spin them in the air. Okay, so this one's going quite well so far actually. I was also able to carry my master form into this level, which is what I wanted. It'll make catching the early cycles much easier. As long as I don't run into a wall anyway. I should still be perfectly fine though. Yeah, I'm fine still. You have plenty of time to catch these cycles in master form, like so. And you can just blast through everything in a way, it's fun. And there I just did a cool little spider snipe into the left boxes, so they get destroyed instantly. And what I just did there was a flame minute, which I managed to fail by bouncing on boxes. So what I was meant to have done there was I manipulated the flame by jumping out, and then it would line up so I wouldn't have to wait for it at all. But I unfortunately failed it, so I didn't get to one cycle it. Oh no, this level has hidden boxes to the left as well, so be on the lookout for those. Now here's a flame you have to wait on, unfortunately. Only slightly though. And we should be good actually. This has gone quite well, except for the one little mishap I had with the bouncing on the boxes. But yeah, I'm happy with this one so far, definitely. And now, after our streak of gem levels, we are back to going through levels that you can't get the gem net. And this one is a hard level, where I will be running on the ropes with master form. It's very easy to die here too, so I'm gonna try my best not to. That was lucky. Yeah, you want to be centralized on the ropes as best as you can, because if you're not, you stand much more risk of slipping off and dying. And these ice platforms here can boost you forwards, so if you use them, you can maximize your speed. If you extend the jump as best as you can. I'm gonna be using a bunch of them coming up here, and hopefully I don't die. Okay, that was good actually. I did get the ones I wanted to get. Also, if you jump on the ropes, it's actually slightly faster, but it's very risky. You stand a much higher chance of just slipping off the sides when you land. So I usually don't do that in a marathon. Because consistency is key after all. And here's our second boulder level. This is Boulder Dash. This one we have to come back for, unfortunately, because we require a purple gem to get all the remaining boxes. This is a much longer version of the first one. There's also moving platforms on this level, so it's definitely harder if you haven't played it before. But I'll be jumping as much as I can so I can keep my distance from the boulder. Also, I'm going to jump on some of the signposts here because they boost you forwards if you land on them correctly. Obviously helping you save some time. You can do 3 of those, but the first one's much harder so I don't usually go for that one. So far, this is a clean one, at least. Soon we'll be getting to the longest level in the game. Sunset Vista. It has like 4 floors. So, and there's also the first key and cortex bonus involved in that level. I thought I might as well tell you now because there's really not a lot to say about this level. And here we go, Sunset Vista begins. The longest level in the one. But not the hardest, by no means. Unfortunately, because of that box in the corner, we can't skip this flame that we would be able to skip in any percent. This is also a cycle heavy level when I get to the climbing sections. So hopefully I can get some good cycles. And can I get this jump? Nice, nice. That was good. It's not as easy as it looks, trust me. You can easily misdodge that. 3D range. Oh, I got that slightly wrong. I didn't want to bounce on him, actually. I was slightly too far away. If you bounce on things in this game, you actually get slowed down, I should point out. So, you want to bounce on things as little as you can, unless you absolutely have to bounce on them. Can I catch this cycle? Nice. Okay. That looked tight, but I was able to get it. So this level is there. There's quite a few boxes like hidden in buildings that you want to look out for. And if you miss them, it's really punishing to have to do this level all over again. It's not a level you want to have to restart in a one. It's an absolute one killer to fail this. So we will be checking our boxes here and there. Decided to flame skip because why not? Catch an extra cycle. Oh, and that exclamation mark box up there. Now, normally you'd be made to bring this lizard to the boxes, to the exclamation mark box, but we actually don't do that, and we use the scenery to get it instead, as you saw me just do. Saves time as well. And here, unfortunately, we have to wait because of these pull boards and walls. In any percent, you can actually skip around them, but because of these boxes in the middle, you can't do that unless you go for the really incredibly hard triple mask strat, which is very, very hard. But I wouldn't recommend it to nobody. You're more than likely to die, because if you're still on the pull board when it's coming in, you just don't have to get the jump input. It just kills the jump input and you just die. And with that particular strat, you have like no time to jump again. I've seen it happen to some higher up runners. It's a really, really hard strat. Okay, I think I'm good with the cycles actually. I think I'm on the one I want to be on. If you're on one cycle, you have to wait so many cycles on this climb, it's not fun. But yeah, I was on an optimal climb, so we are all good to go. No waiting. Yay. I'm gonna 3D range around this lizard because he's annoying. And we don't want him in our way. And there we go. We done Vista. This is actually pretty good. Like, I'm getting to the boss in under 30 minutes of real time. This is the end of Island 2 now. And this is an RNG based boss, unfortunately. He chooses where he throws the big boulder, which is what you are required to hit back into him. As you will see now. If he throws it on the right, it's a good throw. If he throws it on the left, it's not a good throw. And that was a good throw. Nice. So that's pretty much what there is to this boss. You just have to hope that it doesn't give you bad RNG. And what's this throw going to be? Another short throw. This is unusually good luck for me, actually. I'm not usually blessed with this kind of luck. What's this gonna be? Middle? Please? Oh, it's a lefty. It's a lefty. So, the best RNG is obviously 4 right throws. But it's hardly ever gonna happen. Can I get at least 3? Middle? Lefty. Of course. two lefties and 2 righties. Suppose that's average RNG. Okay, so we're now on the part of the one where us runners call the gauntlet, because these next levels are very crucial for a good run because of difficult bonuses and strats required. So this is one of them, I guess. You can skip the intended route down here by just jumping down there instead. The intended route down is in between these 2 robots here. But that's the long way, and we don't want to go the long way. Because we speedrunners. Ah, that was unfortunate. I nearly beat that cycle, but I did not. So I lost my mask. It's fine, because there's actually plenty of masks you can get on this level anyway. I think there's like 4 places you can get masks on this level. Also, I'm going to try and do a hard strat on this bonus, and hopefully I get it first time. Nice. That was really good. That is exactly how I wanted it to go. This one's actually going really well. I have nothing bad to say about this one at the moment. Not at all. So, if you were to spam or jump when coming down on that pad, there's a chance that you just skip being bounced up again, but unfortunately I didn't get that. Also, there's a really hard strat here called the pipe skip, but I didn't want to go for it because I want to carry my master into the next level if I can. The problem is I have this really hard bonus to get through first, and it's very easy to go wrong on, so I am going to focus for this. Okay, that went really well. We didn't die, so we keep our masks. They're very crucial in the next level. You'll see why, because we're going to go for a strat called the Cortex Power Skip. Basically, we're going to one cycle a level that is intended to be done twice. because of cool strats. Nice, that was good. I managed to catch the jump pad after spinning those boxes. Okay, so this next level, like I say, has a cool one cycle strat where I go out of bounds. Hopefully I can get it without dying. And if I get this right, I wouldn't have to come back to the level. I mean, we wouldn't anyway, but if we died, we'd have to die 6 times to get a mask necessary to do the skip again. So it's quite costly to die here. And this level is probably is the most confusing level for a casual, because there's a lot of hidden areas in this level. Like this is one of them. It's very easy to choose the wrong route and not know where the boxes are. So if you want to know the best way, just watch what I'm doing. And we're going for the strat now, so may the luck be with me. Nice, that was good. Okay, I got the strat. I didn't catch the optimal cycle, but I did get the strat. If you're really fast, you can catch that elevator there, or moving platform even. Okay, nice. We got the snipe, which is good. Oh no, that's unfortunate. The bridge broke wrong, so I died. Ah, okay. Here's the first big mistake of the run. Damn. That's gonna cost quite a bit of time actually. Probably like a whole minute I've lost there. At least. It was very good up to that point, but Cortex power can be like that. So now we have to do the maskless way. Unfortunately. So there, any chance of a PB is gone now, unfortunately, I would say. Maybe. It depends how well I do the rest of this run. It's not looking likely now. Yeah, so I lost about a minute to a good split there, unfortunately. Because I died really late into the level. So, generator room. Probably, I would say, the hardest colored gem of the level because it's a very depth perceptive level and it's just hard to do fast. So I am gonna concentrate a bit on this one. So what's strange about this bonus is it's an easy bonus on a hard level. Oh, you've got to be joking me. How did I fail that? I actually failed the bonus. I don't know how I did that. Never done it before. That's embarrassing. That one deserves roasting, actually. No, I'm not gonna have triple mask for the next level. Can't believe I did that. First time like ever I did something like that. I said it's an easy bonus and I died in the bonus. Holy. Okay. Whew. I nearly died there too. touch the one button on the D-pad. Okay, we're all good. We didn't die in this level, so... Yeah, it's embarrassing when you die to bonus like that. Especially after such a good one. So, yeah, that's a kind of gem. I mean, this is still not a bad one anyway. This is still good. It's just that one big death on Cortex Power. And that small death in an easy bonus. I don't believe I did that. So, this level has like the most awesome music in the whole trilogy, I would say. It's definitely my favourite. It would have been much cooler to do this with a mask, but I lost it, so... Ah, I didn't get the singular spin there. It's quite hard to get that. It's really precise. So again, this is a color gem. You don't want to die in this level, just like the last one. That's why this is the gauntlet part of the one, because there's a lot of colored gems in this part of the one. Also, if you die in this bonus, you have to go back to that TNT, because when you enter a bonus, it saves the progress, like, on the spot. But we're good. Okay, that's the blue gem. So basically, once we've got to the end of all this, we're going to start doing the cleanup and going back to levels we couldn't do earlier in the one. And here's our next boss. It's Pinstripe. The gun-toting crazy Potteroo. So, interestingly, there is a small strat for this boss where we just deliberately wait for him to go to the right on 1 health, because then he lines up for the 4th health well enough that we actually end up saving 3 seconds. You'll see in this next health. So on the health we're on now is going to jam his gun on the left rather than on the right and jump on the table and just start shooting away. And that's Pinstripe. One of the easier bosses actually of the one. The hardest one's next in the one. But I'll explain when I get there. So, any casual who's got this far in the game will know this level very well, because 9 times out of 10 it will make you quit the game. It is the notorious high road. A very difficult bridge level where you are typically required to use the turtles to get you across. But we don't do that, and we use the bridge. It's actually a lot easier to use the bridge if you know how. Otherwise you've got to do... Look at all this, like... Imagine having to do all this without a bridge. It would certainly not be fun. And this is a clear gem level, so dying here is fine. But you also don't want to die here, because the next level, masks, is very useful in the next level. I like that, Chrissy. This level has got me right on the ropes. Right on the ropes. You could say you are hanging on to the life. So this bonus, you're actually meant to go over and then under and then over, sorry, and then under again. But we actually one cycle it by breaking them at the same time. Let's not go down that road. How is everyone enjoying the one so far? And has my commentary been any good, or has it been over the top, just muttering nonsense? So slippery climb. Next colored gem. I would definitely put this up there with the hardest colored gems in the one, for sure. I appreciate that, Chrissy. So you can skip some cycles on this level if you jump at the right time, like on this platform, and you can also jump back onto the same platform again. Obviously that's risky to do, but it's there to save time, and I don't know what happened with the cycle there, but it looked really desynced, like they did not sync at all, so that was kind of throwing me off a little. But I'm not dead, so you don't want to die in this level because you have to restart it. Can I catch this cycle? Good. If you catch that cycle, you don't have to wait on this elevator at all. So that's an important cycle to catch. As a point out, there was a hyper jump at the bottom there, but it's really difficult, and it's horrible to fail. You have to wait so long for the bird to respawn, so I just opted out of doing it. I'm instead going to use my masks for the bonus that's coming up. And that was a cycle skip there. That one's pretty scary if you don't know the scenery queue. To be honest, I wouldn't recommend it at all if you don't know the scenery queue, because you will die. I have to damage abuse here too, because I don't want the mask form right before the bonus, it just wastes time. Okay, so now we're going to try a new strat that the community found. I hope to get it too. Nice, that was amazing. That was the best I could do that bonus. I'd use my two masks to just blast through all the TNTs. That was really good, wow. Okay, this slippery climb was really good, wow. I got all the cool strats in that bonus there. Do you actually have just enough iframes to destroy 3 TNTs in a row? Yeah, that was a good slippery climb. Wow. It's a good split time. I'm glad I got that. I really wanted to show that off. So this is levels one of the weird levels that do need a colored gem to finish this level, but you also can get a colored gem on this level, so you have to come back for this colored gem. So we have to just pass through this level without being able to collect anything yet. This level can definitely catch you out first time because you think, oh, there's a colored gem on this level. Let's try and get it. And after several failures and deaths, you get to here and you realise, wait a minute, I can't get this gem. It's kind of a troll, you could say. I'm not going to go for this. It looked out of place there. I was not on the fastest cycle. You can go for a thing called double guillotine skip there, but the cycle was already too far over, so I bailed. Ah, blaster emote there, I see that. That's cool, Chrissy. I look forward to watching the blaster next, actually. I'm curious. Will someone be talking for you? I'm not gonna go for this. That looked like I wasn't gonna catch it. That's a hard cycle to catch, so that moving pillar, that falling pillar, sorry. Hello Bobby, thank you for your kind words. I've had one big death in the one so far, but other than that, it's actually gone pretty well. So this level has the most boxes in the game, and you will be spending a lot of your time damage abusing on this level because you need the mask form in the best place in the blue gem section, which I will show you when I get there shortly. You ideally want to enter this blue gem area with no mask at all. Okay, that was unfortunate. I didn't break that box in one spin. So this next mask is the best one to get. It gives you mask form at the most crucial parts of this section. A bit of focus in here, so it's kind of a scary section with all the blue gem platforms. So I'm not going to be able to catch this good cycle this time because I did miss that first falling pillar. Believe it or not, that makes a big difference to do one cycle in this section. So this cobra, you do not spin him, because if you destroy this stack of boxes, it destroys a crucial cortex token inside it, and you have to die if you want to get that token, if you destroy it. So in this bonus, I'm going to use both of my masks again to damage abuse. And it saves quite a bit of time than waiting on the TNTs to explode. It's also quite scary, the second section, because you have to be precise at jumping back after it explodes. That's cool. At least you got someone to commentate with you. So, there's also been a new discovery in this bonus by me, and I'm gonna try and show it off, where you actually can get over the final box stack without really waiting much at all. Okay, I kind of got it. I didn't get the optimal, but I got like the second best pass through, and there we go. Please don't kill me. Okay, good. So these crosses here, these crosses, that they like desync when you leave the bonus, and sometimes they kill you. So I was just kind of praying that it didn't kill me. Oh, Cookie, thank you for donating. Much appreciated. So on this level, we would normally, in an any percent one, lose that green gem path to skip the level completely. But because this is all gems, we actually have to do this level. So you get to see this level. And it's mostly spent waiting on elevators to go up and down. Fun! So for this bit coming up, I'm going to try and beat this robot at the bottom by getting the maximum boost I can. Nice, we beat the robot. That's good. You need to get like all the elevator boosts to beat that robot. If you don't, you just have to wait on him and it's not fun. He takes a while to go back down. It's that or they're giving up your mask. Gotta wait here, gotta wait here, and now I can just keep going. There's quite a bit of steam cycles to skip here, so there's a bit of technicality in this level still. The cycles. Ah, didn't get all 6 boxes in one spin. Oh well. That's kind of... I don't know what to say, but it's really awkward that bit to actually get them all in one spin. Okay, now for the box stack. This is kind of sketchy because if you turn right too soon, you'll bonk your head and die. So you have to be a bit careful with that bonus. Box section. Bonus? I don't know why I said bonus. Box section. There's no bonuses on this level. I just got a little tongue twisted there. And now I'm gonna go for steam skip. Nice, I got it. If you jump at like the last point where that steam starts going out, you can just skip the next lot of steams. It's kinda cool. Imagine a bonus in Castle Machinery, right? That would actually kinda suck, because then you'd have to go do it. You wouldn't be able to one-cycle it. So this is Brio. This is probably the hardest bonus in the one. A hot boss in the one. Stop saying bonus. I'm tongue twisting myself now. So I will basically make him clap his 2 potions together when he's doing a green mix because it actually skips the animation. Like this. Wait, he didn't do it. I got scammed. Okay, that can sometimes happen too. But that's what's meant to happen. Also, there's a cool strat I'm going to try and get here, where I touch him slightly and... Please? Ah, you always do this to me in marathons. Can you please let me have him in a marathon once? I never get to show this off in a marathon. Ah, I wanted to show you guys the cool strat, but he gave me big bounce again. Basically, if you get like a little touch against his head, you're so close to him that you can jump on him as he changes into the Hulk. And you basically skip the first health. It's a 6-second save that I lost out on because I didn't get bounced. I didn't get bumped, sorry. I got bounced away. Unfortunately, marathons will not be kind to let me show off that strat. So this bonus, this level has an interesting bonus actually, because you have to go out of sight. There's like a bouncy box, and I'm gonna show you a cool way to do this, because this box is annoying. Basically, what I did there is I bounced on these 3 boxes early because they activate like a 5-second or something timer where once the time is out, you don't have to bounce on them any more than one time. So I used that timer to my advantage. And I basically went back and did all the other boxes whilst that timer ran out. Brio bonus fight. Yeah, I don't know why I said Brio again. Bonus again. Oh no. Okay, that wasn't meant to happen. Now this is going to be sketchy. So I'm gonna go for damage abuse strat here, which is really cool. I used my mask to destroy the TNTs instantly, so I didn't have to wait for this gem to spawn. You have to know what they're doing though, otherwise restart the whole level. And now we're done with this part of the run. Yes, Bobby. So we're now on the cleanup. We are now getting the rest of the gems we can't get. And we needed that yellow gem in order to get this purple gem. And again, we are back here and lights out. Fun. Let's hit it indeed. Okay. So there, because this is now a colored gem level, it means I don't want to die. So, yeah. The good thing about this colored gem though is that you don't even have to go through all the guillotines this time. Because the yellow gem platform was before all of that. So you skip the hardest section of this level completely. Which is here. Up we go to the purple gem. And there we go. We now have every colored gem. So we can now do full cleanup. And we go from this not too hard level to one of the hardest levels in the run. It is the dreaded fumbling in the dark. Lots of guillotines, small platforms, timer on the light. What am I doing? Come on, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, you just have to be very careful on this level. It's a hard one. You also have a really long way to go before the first checkpoint. So you don't want to die before this first checkpoint. It's like a good 50 seconds time loss. But once you get to the first checkpoint, most of the hard stuff is over. Yeah, I'm not surprised I'm on weird cycles because of that wall I ran into at the start. So I will be using some scenery to my advantage here, like you just saw me do there, to help me get past some backward cycles a bit easier. Okay, so far so good. This level was extra scary under 105% speed run because you don't want to die being a relic. You have to start the whole level again. Okay, well, we are doing well. So there's a few rats coming up here and you want to specifically snipe him from the left side, because if you snipe him from the middle, there's a risk that he snipes the spider ahead of me that I need to bounce on, and if he's not there, there's a good chance I'm gonna die. So it's a rare occurrence actually, but if you snipe the spider from the rat from the left, you won't hit that spider. Yes, this is a long level, Bobby, a very long level. But I got through it in one piece. And now we have cleaned up Island 3, we are back to Island 2. And we're going to Road to Nowhere first because we have that one mask that we can use to our advantage. As long as I don't die. So there, we are now on the cleanup of this level, and we will be going to a very unusual section of this level that literally makes no sense at all. You go to some weird temple in the sky, I guess. And I'm going to skip this checkpoint because I'm going to get it after I go to weird temple in the sky. Here we are. Here is our weird temple. That makes no sense at all. And this is why I did this level first, so I could use this as the mask to get invincibility. Ooh, that was close. Luckily I landed on the safe bit. That's why I took the checkpoint after though, because if I died there I'd have to do the entire gem area again. And this bonus is deceiving. If you don't jump, you'll fall in a gap. I've seen it happen to so many people and it's not nice. Gonna damage abuse here, so I don't have to wait on this. You can use your masks now because the next level you're gonna lose them. On any boulder or hog level, your masks are taken away. And the next level was boulder dash. Oh my god, I missed that gap. That's actually surprising. I definitely looked like I was getting that jump. Oh, god. Okay. Oops. A bit of a choke going on now. Whatever. So I'm gonna go round this red gem section completely. And it saves like 3 seconds, which I lost to dying anyway. I would say this one is still pretty solid anyway. I just accidentally turned too much on the jump the second time I died. Yep, only 85 lives, whatever will I do? Okay, so we are now going to the down below section of Boulder Dash at the end of the level. This is what we needed a gem for, and it's quite a depth perceptive section with 2 annoying piranha plants that if you spin too early, he's gonna eat ya. He's gonna eat ya. So, hopefully I don't spin too early. Usually we do a precautionary jump to help spin them away a little bit easier. So I've died like 4 times this one big and the other 3 were small. So this can still be a good one for sure. Okay, and we are now going down below. Oh no, I hit the boulder. I should be squished, but the game doesn't do that today. So here are our piranhas that we jump into just to be safe. You don't want to die to him because it's a really long way back to the last checkpoint. Okay, so Island 2 cleanup is nearly done and we are on our next hog level. The harder but believe it or not shorter level of the 2. There's a lot more hazards on this one, like spikes are much more compacted together. Also, this level has a laggy camera, unfortunately. So, the devs never fixed that, so if you see any weird laggy camera, it's because they didn't fix it. And yeah, you don't want to miss a box again on this level because you will have to die if you do that. You don't really get much opportunity to jump with the hog on this level because things are so close together. Okay, that is Island 2 cleanup done. We are going back to Island 1. And we don't start with Native Fortress because this level is better for carrying the mask back into Native Fortress. So we go back to this level first. I'm gonna try and do a cool little strat where I bounce from the pad and spin immediately after. Nice, I got it. That's really cool when you get that. I've been getting quite consistent at getting that too, actually, so it's a nice little strat. Didn't mean to bounce again though. So there, we have a Brio and a Torna bonus to do in this level. Okay, not too bad. This is a pretty sketch bonus when you're trying to do it fast. Like, if you try to jump into the boxes and spin them all in one go, you might get pushed back on a box, or blocked by a box, I should say, and you just fall in that gap. So you should always be a bit cautious about breaking those boxes. Yeah, another Brio bonus. As you can see, he loves TNTs and whatnot. Always lots of TNTs in the Brio bonus. He likes explosions. So now we go back to Native Fortress now. So we can use our triple mask that we're gonna require at the top of this section here. And now we can pass through all of the spikes in our way. No problem at all. So far, so good. We beat this cycle, just about. Native has actually been kind to me today. It's not bullied me with the way that Charisman can boost me away. So that's nice. Okay, can we get the double spin strat? Nice. That's cool when you do that. Cookie, you just donated 50. I don't know what to say. That's so generous. That's amazing. Thank you so much for donating so much. That is... I don't know what to say. Thank you. Just a big thank you. I can't read that, unfortunately, that long message at the moment, but I'll read it later. I'm shocked, Cookie, that you would donate that much. Like, wow, that's so kind of you. Okay, that wasn't my fault. The bounce didn't happen for some reason. Big love to Cookie indeed. Big love. So Master Form here is really nice because that leaf skip becomes much easier. Okay, nice. I timed that right. I waited long enough to get the snipe in Master Form. It can be done if you're just patient enough to wait. So there's a hidden box under here, which is what we needed to cut a gem for. Oh, Power Man, have you taken Butu's place? If so, I appreciate that because we did need enough of stop building. So I'm gonna lip beneath again. Leaf beneath again. Hell there, all three. The only difference is this is not been one in absolute full completion. I'm not doing the relics. But they're much more interested in C2 and C3. That's fair, Buchu. You are doing a big one on Saturday, so... This can sub 120, by the way. This can still definitely sub 120. Not in RTA, but in my IGT. So the mask form is really good here, like really, really good. Because of this box wall. Just makes smashing through it so nice and easy. We are now on what we call the hardest bonus of the one too. This bonus is incredibly difficult. You need to have frame perfect spins and frame perfect jumps. Otherwise, you are in trouble. Be warned, Jungle Roller's bonus is not to be messed with. I mean, it's fine. Power Man can still showcase the category for us. Even if it doesn't have to be in the fastest manner. It's the taking part that counts, right? It's that helping raise money. And I'm thankful for you, Power, because I couldn't fit in on that day. I'm not around, so... Thank you. So this is Stormy Ascent. Yes. This is a hard level indeed. You want to be at full focus when running this level. So I did a little 1, 2, 4 step method there to actually manipulate an elevator here. And I did get them in it, so I was able to one cycle the climb. Sorry I'm not talking much here, I'm just focusing on doing the level well. Okay, that was really good. Nice. Awesome. That's what I wanted to do. That's my new strat. Going back over the top of the TNTs, by the way. Ah, that's unfortunate. I had to give up that cycle because I didn't land on the platform correctly. Nice. Okay, that was a good Stormy. Other than the one cycle I didn't catch, I couldn't ask for that to go better in a marathon setting. That was a 3:52 split, if anyone wants to know. 352 boots you there. Low 350. And Chrissy, you know where time is anyway, so any second now. And time. And that is all gems. That's actually a really good one. I can't believe the time I got as well. My IGT was a 1:17:41. And I had a huge death on Cortex Power. Thank you everybody, I hope you enjoyed the one. That went so much better than yesterday. Let's roll this though, because I'm sure you'd like to see this, anyone who hasn't. You can just read the funny jokes before we head on to the next one. Which is Chrissy. Chrissy is next. Thank you for the GGs, everyone. And Cookie, huge thank you. Huge thank you. I didn't see that coming. No one saw that coming. I'm lost for words. I want to read what you said earlier too. It goes to a good cause after all, so you're a hero. That's my third best ever one, by the way. Third best ever one. So, really good. I've had two 116s and that's my best 117.